Hola, I am Gaby Franco. I was born and raised in Venezuela. As you can imagine, when I say that, many people wonder how it was to live in Venezuela, or how did Venezuela turn so bad. The truth is, Venezuela was not that bad before Hugo Chavez. You see, he was a messiah. He was going to give us everything. Venezuelan resources, because there were Venezuelan resources, right? And look where it got us. Total misery. They make people believe that everything bad that happens is due to external forces. By all accounts, we all know there were ties between Hugo Chavez and Fidel Castro. But my point is, it was Hugo Chavez, a Venezuelan, who expropriated businesses, who imposed laws to change the constitution. It was Venezuelans who voted and believed this man countless times, regardless of how bad everything was going. I actually always wondered if the problem was the lack of education. So when I hear these ideas here in the United States and hear educated people talking about socialism like we're talking about change of clothes, I always wonder, how is this possible? Not they are immune, by all means, but there's another important element that these politicians use, and that is hate. You see, most of these politicians who promise everything, like we're gonna shut down a virus, for them to keep those citizens attached to their ideas that are not sustainable, they have to incite hate. They have to build that hate against the other side, whichever the other side is. Because once you create that hate that it sits on people's heart, that's when that politician continues to control and move forward into a path like Hugo Chavez did. You see, in Venezuela, things didn't get better. You would think, wow. But if things didn't get better and people keep voting and supporting him, they did so because they'd rather eat dirt than then let the other ones, quote unquote, succeed. They'd rather take an eye out or everybody to suffer before we let those succeed. The government loved in Venezuela to give little things. You know, it's like a little snack. That's how Hugo Chavez treated Venezuelans. Like we were just, you know, his peasants. People really believed that Hugo Chavez cared for them. But while things were getting worse and worse and worse, and food getting scarce, he was blaming everybody, not his own policies. So here in the United States, stop being part of the hateful experiment. Don't vote for somebody because you hate the other one. Just vote with logic. What is this person going to do and affect the long-term goals of our country? If it weren't for someone who was very dear to me, a Cuban, who warned me about Hugo Chavez and how he was going to ruin the country, I wouldn't be here today. You see, the difference is that back then, I felt powerless. I was too young to vote. Now, here in the United States, things are different for me. Because now I do have a voice. Now I can vote. And I can do something about this.